everybody, welcome to the channel. In this video we are going to be taking a quick look at Gideon Falls. Gideon Falls is published by Image Comics. It is described as a horror title, which I'm not sure I would agree with. That puts you in mind of something more like The Walking Dead. Gideon Falls I would be inclined to describe as more of a supernatural title with elements of time travel and alternate realities thrown in. It is set, strangely enough, in the location of Gideon Falls, and the central character is a priest called Father Jeremiah Burke. The first issue of Gideon Falls I picked up was issue 12. In this we discover it is 1886 and there has been a series of murders in Gideon Falls by someone called Norton Sinclair. Now, Norton Sinclair has been possessed or taken over by some supernatural creature that has not only turned him into a murderer, but is making him look very weird. He's all red-eyed and huge-grinned like some sort of demonic version of the Cheshire Cat. And this all seems to centre around a building called the Black Barn. Now, when Father Burke and the others go after Norton Sinclair, Father Burke is pulled into some kind of series of alternate timelines and alternate versions of Gideon Falls. Now, the first one he ends up in is a kind of Wild West frontier version of Gideon Falls. And again, he follows the trail that Norton Sinclair is leaving and goes off after him. And when he eventually finds him, he is again pulled into some kind of alternate version of Gideon Falls. Now, in this case, it's a kind of Steam World version of Gideon Falls, and he begins trying to keep a map to keep track of what's happening to him and where he's going. Again, he follows the trail that Norton Sinclair is leaving. Again, Norton Sinclair attempts to get away, and again Father Burke follows him, and on this occasion he ends up in a sort of Orwellian 1984 version of Gideon Falls. And here he gets arrested because religion is banned in this particular version, and he is locked up alongside Norton Sinclair. And after a little conversation with, well, Norton, or the creature that's taken him over, or possibly both, Norton again disappears, and again Father Burke goes with him, possibly not quite so willing this time. And on this occasion he wakes up in or nearby to a little town or little village where everyone seems to know him. Now, they say they all know him because they've met him in the past. He doesn't remember this because for him it hasn't happened yet, because it's in his future. Now, whilst in the village, he is given some information about events that are upcoming, and he is told that he has to gather together a group of people called the Sacred. And he is also introduced to some kind of machine called the Pentoculus. Now, this seems to be the machine that is possibly allowing him to jump backwards and forwards across different realities and timelines. Now, they use this machine to send him back to his original timeline, but he seems to return about 50 to 60 years later. Now, where they plan on the story going after this, I don't know, but certainly up until this point it is proving to be very, very interesting. So that's Gideon Falls. Now, if you're interested, I will put a link to the page on the Image Comics website in the description down below, and I believe there is also apparently a television adaptation in the works. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up below. You can follow me on Instagram for photo updates, and if you don't want to miss out on whatever else I get up to, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.